From what looks deceptively like Jack Murphy Stadium in San Diego that doesn't exist anymore, this is Kurt Berglund for Pine Tar Baseball 1972 preview, introduction, all that good stuff. The set for 1972 Pine Tar Baseball currently available at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com. berglund.kurt@yahoo.com. For all of your 1972 Pine Tar set needs, proud to deliver a new sponsor to you today. It's Pasta USA Macaroni and Cheese. My friends, if you enjoy your cheese in powdered form, Pasta USA is for you. Not only that, but if you enjoy heavy amounts of cholesterol, saturated fat, and sodium, this Pasta USA Macaroni and Cheese dinner, and you know it's a dinner because it says so right on the box, it's for you, my friend. Don't let saturated fat ruin your day, and don't let it clog your arteries. Well, you might not have much choice about the second part, but you know what I mean. Delicious and good for you. I'm not even sure this is food, but if you ingest it, you're going to be thirsty. I can tell you that. All right. Another Pine Tar 1972 game coming your way right now. We have the Houston Astros and the San Diego Padres about to face off. The date, because we use as-played lineups here, if we don't, heads explode all over this great land of ours. It's a night game. The date is June 26th, 1972. And it's the 72 Astros at 38 wins and 26 losses, and a surprisingly strong start to the 1972 season, taking on the 1972 Padres, who are blasting out of the gate at 21-41. The managers for these teams, Harry the Hat Walker for the 72 Astros, in about a month is going to be canned and replaced by Leo DeRocher. And for the 72 Padres, it's our old friend Don Zimmer. So it's going to be quite a chess match here on the field at Jack Murphy Stadium. Let's get to the starting lineups and roll some Pine Tar Baseball. PDFs for these cards available at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com. And I'll send them right out to you. $12.99 to my PayPal ID at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com. We'll get you the PDFs for the 1972 Pine Tar season set. Lots more Pine Tar production going on every day. I'm working on them every day as fast as I can, my friends. Let's get to today's starting lineups. For the visiting 1972 Houston Astros, a surprise contender in the National League West. Leading off at shortstop, it's Roger Metzger. Batting second in center field, Cesar Cedeno. Batting third in right field, it's Jimmy Wynn. Batting fourth at first base, Lee May. Batting fifth in left field, Bob Watson. If I can get my fingers to work, it'll go even better. Batting sixth at third base, Doug Rader. Batting seventh and doing the catching for the Astros, it's Johnny Edwards. And batting eighth and playing second base, it's Tommy Helms. Batting ninth and on the mound, it's Don Wilson. Don Wilson in 1972 is a road pitcher, is a B pitcher, and remains a B the third time through the order. He has strikeout modifiers on 55 and 77, and he can give you 7 strong innings of work and go further if he's performing well. For the homestanding San Diego Padres, leading off in center field, it's Jerry Morales. Batting second At third base, it's Dave Roberts, but not that Dave Roberts. Batting third in right field, it's Larry Stahl. Batting fourth at first base, Nate Colbert. Batting fifth in left field, it's Cito Gaston. Batting sixth. I said batting sixth, and playing second base, it's Fred Chicken Stanley. Batting seventh, Pat Corrales doing the catching. Batting eighth, Enzo Hernandez. Batting shortstop. Batting eighth and playing shortstop. And batting ninth, it's Clay Kirby on the mound. A B pitcher at home with a C the third time through the order with walk modifiers on 55 and 77, and he can give you 7 innings of work as well and more if he's doing well. So let's see what happens here between these two National League Western Division foes. And let's play some Pine Tar baseball. Here we go. Metzger in there against against Kirby. That is a ground ball hit toward Fred Stanley, and he's going to glove it and throw to Colbert, and that's going to be the first out. We're underway at the Murph. Now it's Cesar Cedeno, the man that Leo DeRocher called the next Willie Mays. I'm pretty sure that didn't put any extra pressure on Cesar, though. Here we go. The pitch to him is drilled to center, and that's going to be extra bases because it's going to scoot past Jerry Morales. Cesar helps himself to a one-out double, and he's in scoring position for right fielder Jimmy Wynn. Kirby in a first inning jam. He goes to the belt, and now the pitch to Wynn is going to be a range check. Get to the kitchen. This is grounded at short. That's got Enzo Hernandez written all over it. But because Enzo's a neutral fielder, that's going to result in a 6-3 putout as Enzo makes the throw to Nate Colbert. And there are 2 men out now for Lee May. In the top of the first inning, Cedeno still at second. Kirby to the belt, check Cesar, the pitch. It's a base hit, but we have a modifier. And that's going to be in the air and hold up in the air for Jerry Morales to run under, and that will retire the side. So a one-out double does not pay off for the Astros. When we go to the bottom of the first, it's Morales, Roberts, and Stahl coming up against Don Wilson, the right-hander for the Astros. See what happens here. We got no score in San Diego. The pitch from Don Wilson is hit in the air to center field, and that's got Cesar Cedeno written all over it, and there's 1 man out in the bottom of the first. Don Zimmer happily clapping in the dugout. Notice I did not say Don Zimmer is happy to have the clap in the dugout. That's an entirely different discussion. The pitch to Roberts is hit to center. That's another one for Cesar, and he's got it for 2 outs. And now Larry Stahl, who eventually, of course, lands with the Cincinnati Reds, I believe, in the next season. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. That's Don Wilson's first, and he has himself a 1-2-3 first inning. So we've played 1 in San Diego, and we are scoreless. The Padres, of course, hurtling, much like Skylab, to a last-place finish in the National League Western Division in 1972, but they are fun. They got some names on this team that you would enjoy rolling on your Pine Tar baseball table. The pitch to Bob Watson. He'll be followed by Doug Rader and then Johnny Edwards. The pitch is hit to right. He goes the other way, and it drops in front of Stahl. Base hit for Watson. And And now it's Doug Rader. Doug 237 on the 1972 season. Kirby to the belt and the pitch. Excuse me. This is grounded to Enzo Hernandez. Enzo goes to Fred Stanley for one. The relay to Colbert not in time. Rader beats the rap at first base, and there's one man out now for Johnny Edwards. Kirby to the belt, checks Rader. The pitch home to Edwards. Hit in the air to center field. Jerry Morales into right center a few steps, but he will get there and make the catch for two gone. And now it's Tommy Helms. Don Wilson on deck for Houston. Pitch to Tommy is drilled, but it's also going to be modified. We got 0-0, and we got a man on first, and we got a B, and that's going to drop between Morales and Gaston, and now Rader is going to stop at third. So men at second and third for Don Wilson, but there are two outs. Kirby's got to get himself out of another jam here in the second inning. Wilson digs in, Rader at third, Helms at second. There's two men out. The pitch to Don Wilson is an error check. So we roll our D10s and we consult our error chart. That's hit toward Fred Chicken Stanley. And we check Fred's error rating. It's a 4. So that 1 is going to put him in the error range. And there's two outs, so that 1 asterisk becomes a two-base advance for the base runners. So it's an E4. Fred launches that one into foul territory past Colbert. It's going to score Rader from third. It's going to score Helms from second. And it's going to land Don Wilson on first base as a recipient of an E4 from Fred Chicken Stanley. So two outs now, and it's Metzger at the top of the order. 2 runs in for Houston. The pitch. And that is a ball 4. Ball 4 to Metzger. So it'll be first and second for Cedeno. Two on, two out for Cesar. The pitch from Kirby. Error check. Another error check for these Padres. That's not what they want to be doing this evening. You're spending a lot of time on error checks because there are some serious leather allergies on this team. Cowhide is not a favorite substance. This is to left field. That's going to be Gaston on the run, and it's going to bounce off his glove, and we've got more trouble. That is going to be a two-base advance on the E7 by Gaston. It's going to bring home Don Wilson, and it's going to send Metzger all the way to third base. So there's Astros at the corners. Second error of the inning, and it's 3-0 Houston. Now it's Jimmy Wynn 0 for 1 on the day. A pitch from Kirby is grounded to Stanley. He's going to flip to Hernandez, go the short way, and get out of this debacle of a third inning for the Padres. After 1.5, Houston bolts in front 3-0. So we go to the bottom of the second. Wilson back on the bump. It's Colbert, Gaston, and Fred Stanley batting 6th for the only time in his career, and I'm thinking the only time in his life. The pitch to Nate Colbert is strike 3 swinging. Wilson gets him on some high gas. 1 gone in the bottom of the 2nd. Now it's Gaston. Cito wants to make up for that 2nd inning error that led in another run. The pitch. Struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Wilson. He's racking him up early. Now it's Stanley. 2 outs, nobody on. Fred only came in at 200 on the 1972 season. The pitch. And he joins the strikeout crew. 4 strikeouts in a row for Wilson. 6 up, 6 down. And it's 3-0 after 2. Astros leading. Top of the 3rd, Lee May, Bob Watson, Doug Rader coming up for Houston. 0 for 1 for Lee May. The pitch. Struck him out. That's Kirby's first on the evening. And an all-important first out in the inning. Watson up, singled last inning. The pitch from Kirby. And that's looped. A base hit to center field just over Enzo Hernandez's glove. And it'll land in front of Jerry Morales and a base hit for the Astros. Rader up now. Reached on a fielder's choice and scored in the 2nd. The pitch from Kirby. Hit to the left center. There goes Jerry Morales. He's got it for out number 2, and now it's Johnny Edwards. Edwards 0 for 1. The pitch from Kirby. Ball 2. And that's ball 4. So Kirby loses him. 2 on now with 2 outs for Tommy Helms, who doubled last inning in his only at-bat. Don Wilson on deck. Pitch to Helms. To center. Here comes Morales. He's going to get there, and that will retire the side. So more runners on for Kirby, but he gets out of the trouble with no additional damage. We've played 2.5. It's 3-0 Houston. Pine Tar Baseball 1972 season set just released about 2 weeks ago. My email is your PayPal account. $12.99 gets you the set in PDF form. Working on more Pine Tar Baseball just earlier today, in fact. New great team set coming. Negro Leagues franchise all-stars. A lot of stuff going on for Pine Tar. All right, so it's Corrales, Hernandez, and Kirby in the bottom of the 3rd for San Diego. Let's see if the Friars can get it going this inning, and he walks Corrales. So the first base runner for the Padres is Pat Corrales, future manager. Enzo Hernandez coming up. Enzo sporting a 195 average on the 1972 season. Wilson to the belt. The pitch home is a ball 2. Ball 2. And this one is to center field, but not deep. Cedeno is going to get there, and that's 1 down. Now it's Kirby. Clay is not what you'd call an accomplished batsman, and he also doesn't bunt well, so it's kind of the double whammy. See what Don Zimmer wants him to do here. Wilson to the belt, the pitch to Kirby. He squares to bunt. And it's right back to Wilson, who turns and fires to Metzger, covering second. For one, the relay to Lee May, not in time. Kirby beats the rap at first, so he hits into a 1-6 fielder's choice on the attempted sacrifice. And with 2 outs now, it's Morales coming to the plate, top of the order for the Padres. 239 for Jerry on the season. This is before his trade to the Cubs. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. That's strikeout number 5 for Don Wilson. We've played 3. And it's 3-0 Astros at the Murph. So Kirby coming back for the 4th inning. It's going to be Don Wilson leading off, and then the top with Metzger and then Cedeno coming up. The pitch from Kirby to Wilson. Hey, struck him out. That's Clay's second on the evening. And now it's Metzger at the top. A walk and a ground out on Rogers' dance card. Now we've got a range check. Get to the kitchen. Oh, no, we don't have a range check. That's ball 4. Metzger's aboard. You don't check the range when it's a walk. And with Metzger on, Cedeno comes up. 1 for 2 for Cesar on the evening. The pitch from Kirby. Hit to center. This is going to drive Morales back to the track, but he's going to get there, and that's 2 outs as Metzger retreats to first base. And now it's Jimmy Wynn. 0 for 2 for Jimmy, the toy cannon. To left, high but not deep. That's Gaston under it, and he will make the catch. And that retires the Astros in the 4th. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-0 Houston. Wilson yet to allow a hit. Roberts, Stahl, and Colbert coming up for San Diego. Roberts 0 for 1. The pitch. Walked him. Second walk for Wilson. Third base runner for the Padres. Stahl stands in. He's 0 for 1, struck out in the first. The pitch from Wilson. Ball 2. Ball 2. Don, a hard thrower. Could be wild. The pitch. And that one's going to go, speaking of wildness, all the way to the screen. A wild pitch for Wilson. Stahl ahead in the count now with a runner in scoring position and nobody out. The pitch to Larry. And we've got an error check for Houston. Let's see what happens here. '83 is to left field. That's Bob Watson. And not known for his glove work, but he makes the catch. As a 7 is higher than a 4. So Bob holds on to this one, and there's 1 out now in the bottom of the 4th. Now it's Colbert, the legitimate slugger in the Padres line. Well, I guess Gaston is too. Wilson to the belt, the pitch home. And that is strike 3 swinging. Number 6 for Wilson. And now it'll be Gaston with 2 outs. Cito struck out in the second. Wilson to the belt, the pitch home. To left, toward the line. Watson on the run, and he makes the catch. That will retire the Padres in the bottom of the 4th. We go to the 5th. 3-0 Houston. And it's May, Watson, and Rader coming up for the Astros. Kirby now into his C grade because we're the 3rd time through the order. Didn't mention that before, but he is. 0 for 2 for Lee on the day. The pitch. Drilled to left and deep. This is going to drive Gaston to the wall, but he's going to run out of room. It's 4-0 Houston on a long home run by Lee May. Nobody out in the 5th. Kirby in trouble. Watson's 2 for 2. The pitch. That's a range check. See where this goes. 25 is to right field. That's Stahl. Is Larry going to get there? No, he's not. It drops for a hit. Watson with his 3rd hit of the day. Nobody out in the 5th. Raider coming up. 0 for 2 for Doug. The pitch. And that's ball 4 on his walk modifier, so Raider draws a walk. Kirby really needs a double play grounder from John Edwards. And John will then cross over to the dugout if he hits into a double play. Speaking with the dead, the pitch is hit to right field, but not deep. That's Larry Stahl, who's going to make the catch, and 1 down. Edwards can now cross over back to the pine and grab some bench. Tommy Helms, 1 for 2. 1 man out. Watson at second. Raider at first. The pitch. Tommy with a hit. This is going to drop in front of Gaston and left. Watson will slam on the brakes. Not quick. So the bases are full of Astros with 1 man out, and it's Don Wilson coming to the plate for Houston. Zimmer really wants Kirby to work his way out of this jam, but he's due up 4th in the inning, in the bottom of the inning, so it's going to be Mike Corkins warming up in the bullpen, a sight nobody really wants to see, including his mom, but that's what's happening. Kirby, the infield is going to play in. Kirby to the belt, the pitch to Wilson. We got an error check. Oh, boy. An error check is not a good thing for you, for San Diego. The pitch is hit to 3rd. That's Dave Roberts, not that Dave Roberts. And Roberts gloves the line out. Holy Toledo, not by much. There's a lot of cowhide showing on that glove, but Roberts does make the catch, and so there's 2 outs now. Bases still dripping with Astros, and it's Metzger. 4-0 Houston. The pitch. And it's another range check. Almost as deadly as the error check for these 72 Padres. The roll here is too short. Can Enzo Hernandez make this play? And the answer to that is a rather emphatic no, he cannot. That's off his glove, and that is going to allow the 5th run for the Astros to score. Watson is in from 3rd. Raider moves to 3rd. And Helms moves up to 2nd, so the bases are still loaded now for Cedeno. 5-0 Houston. Kirby in trouble. Suspect this is his last batter in any event. The pitch to Cesar. Uh-oh. To center and deep. Way back, Morales. And Cesar Cedeno has just left the building. So has Elvis. And it's a grand salami. What did Dave Niehaus used to say? Break out the salami and the mustard. Grandma, this is a grand salami or something like that. I just butchered it. At any rate, it's now 8-0 Astros. Clay Kirby is done. Here comes Zim out of the dugout. And it's going to be Corkins. It's going to be a double switch. As Corkins will take over on the hill and bat fifth. Kirby's day is done after 4 2/3 innings. He allowed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hits, 8 runs. And 6 of them are earned. Nope, 5 of them are earned. Oh, I'm wrong. It's 9-0. 6 runs are earned for Kirby. Corkins is on now. 9-0 Astros. Corkins is an A pitcher at home. He can give you 2 innings in relief, but he has walk modifiers on 55 and 77. Don Wilson, we'll talk about him in just a minute. Win is up. 0 for 3, nobody on. The pitch. Hey, struck him out. Corkins picks up his first K. But the Astros pound out 6 runs in the top of the 5th. It's 9-0. But we got something else interesting going on. It's the bottom of the 5th. Don Wilson has yet to allow a hit to these Padres. He has walked 2 men, but there are no hits on the ledger for San Diego. So we'll see how long that continues. It's the new left fielder, by the way. I did not mention this. Gaston is out. The new left fielder for the Padres is Leron Lee. And there's he. 300 average and 72, left-handed batter. He will bat 9th. Corkins is batting 5th. Wilson is on the mound for the bottom of the 5th. Ahead 9-0. Fred Stanley, he has allowed no hits. The pitch to Stanley. Hey, struck him out. That's strikeout number 7 for Don Wilson. Now it's Corrales. He walked in the 3rd. Pitch to Pat. And we've got an error check for those Astros. And that's to right field. Jim Wynn on the run. He will not get there. It's going to clank off his glove. And it's a 1-base error on the Astros right fielder as Corrales staggers around first base. Now it's Enzo Hernandez with Leron Lee in the on-deck circle, the new left fielder for the Padres. Pitch to Enzo is grounded to 3rd, gloved by Rader. He goes to Helms for 1. The relay to Lee May is in time for a soul-crushing, rally-killing double play that will end the Padres in the bottom of the 5th. We go to the 6th. It's 9-0 Houston. Corkins back out on the hill. He will face May, Watson, and Rader in the top of the 6th. Lee is 1 for 3, hit a homer to lead off the 5th. The pitch. Drilled by May to right and deep. This is gone. And 10-0 Astros. Lee May with his 2nd dong of the game. Watson up now, 3 for 3. Corkins having trouble in his stint. Pitch, hey, struck him out. 2nd strikeout for Mike. Now it's Rader with 1 out. Doug 0 for 2. And that one is grounded to Colbert. He's going to flip to Corkins covering first, and that'll be 2 gone in the top of the 6th, and now Edwards, who wants to cross over for a base hit. And he lost him, ball 4. So Edwards crosses over to first base and speaks with the dead down there. Now it's Tommy Helms with 2 outs. Wilson in the on-deck circle. Helms 2 for 3. He has scored twice. This is another hit for Helms. It's a base hit to right. Edwards will stop at second. Wilson will come to the plate, and there's 2 outs and 2 on now for Don. 10-0 lead on his ledger. The pitch from Corkins to Wilson. Hey, struck him out. Corkins' 3rd K. That will end the 6th, but the Astros add 1. And it's now 10-0 Houston, but we got a bigger story going on as Wilson has not allowed any hits through 5 innings. So Leron Lee, and then the top of the order with Morales, and then Roberts is at the plate. Wilson's pitch is hit by Lee, and it'll drop in right field in front of Jimmy Wynn, and there's the first hit of the game, leading off the 6th for San Diego. Now it's Morales. Let's see if they can mount a rally. Jerry's 0 for 2. Wilson's pitch. Grounded to short. That's Metzger. Roger goes to Helms for 1. The relay to May is not in time as Morales beats the rap at first. He reaches on a fielder's choice, and now it's Dave Roberts, but not that Dave Roberts. 0 for 1 for Dave. He won't be stealing any bases against Mariano Rivera. The pitch. And there is a base hit for Roberts. That's going to drop in center field in front of Cedeno. Metzger will stop. Morales will reach third. Adventuresome base running by Jerry with 1 man out. Down 10-0. So there's Padres at the corners now with 1 out. Astros infield at double play depth. The pitch to Larry Stahl, who's 0 for 2. And that's a range. No, it's not. It's ball 2. It's ball 2. Stahl ahead in the count. Wants to deliver a run. The pitch. Grounded to Helms. Helms to Metzger. Metzger to May. Not in time. Stahl beats the rap at first. And drives in Morales from third on the fielder's choice. So it's 10-1 now. 2 outs. Stahl at first. And Colbert at the plate. Wilson into his B rating. 3rd time through the order. Remains a B. The pitch. And that's a range check. Get to the kitchen. For the love of God, get to the kitchen. It's a range check. First base, Lee May. Oh, that's well past Lee May. Base hit, and Stahl will stop at second. Now it's Corkins, but they will bat for him in an effort to score some more runs. The pinch hitter for Corkins will be, boy, this bench. Whew. They're gonna go with, oh man, they're gonna go with Dave Campbell. I don't know if he's still on ESPN, but he used to be really annoying. Campbell pinch hitting for Corkins. Stahl at second, Colbert at first. Pitch home to Wilson. And I'm dropping dice left and right. And this is a base hit for Dave Campbell. They're going to be dripping with Padres. And 2 men out. Wilson having trouble now. An extra base hit might make things a little bit more interesting, but it's Fred Stanley asked to deliver it, so we'll see what happens. Stanley 0 for 2. Pair of strikeouts. That's Stahl at third, Colbert at second, and Campbell at first. The pitch. An error check, another one. Boy, I'm really good at rolling those today. The error check for Houston is the pitcher, Wilson, and he's going to snag that one on a liner. And that'll end the Padres 6, 1 run out of all that. 1 run out of all that. On 4 hits, they leave 3, and after 6, it's 10-1 Astros. So we're going to see another switcheroo here. They're going to they're going to move Dave Roberts to second base, which should be good entertainment, and have Campbell play third. And that'll mean Fred Chicken Stanley's day is done. And we'll get a new pitcher here as well. The new pitcher for the San Diego Padres in the top of the 7th is going to be Ed Acosta. And I guess Ed's around because Cy Acosta wasn't quite enough. And so it is 10-1 Astros at this point. We're in the top of the 7th. Don Wilson had a no-hitter for 5 innings. Lost that in the bottom of the 6th. And in the top of the 7th, it'll be the top of the Astros order to face Ed Acosta. That's Roger Metzger, Cesar Cedeno, and Jimmy Wynn. Ed Acosta is a D-rated pitcher at home. He has no strikeout or walk modifiers, and he can give you 2 innings out of the bullpen. So let's see what happens here. Ed is a right-hander, and Metzger is 1 for 2 with a pair of walks on the day. So here we go. And the pitch to Roger is hit to center field, but not deep. That's going to be Jerry Morales taking it for out number 1 in the top of the 7th. And now it's Cedeno. Cesar is 2 for 4. He hit a grand slam in the 5th. The pitch is grounded to third. That's gloved by new third baseman Dave Campbell, who fires to Colbert for the out. And now it's Jimmy Wynn with 2 outs and nobody on. For Houston, Jimmy 0 for 4, the only player other than Johnny Edwards, who's been trying to cross over all game today, is the only player, position player without a hit in the ball game. This is ball 4 for Jimmy Wynn. He's on for the first time, and now it's going to be Lee May, who's had 2 homers on the day and a 2 for 4 evening. 2 for 4 evening. And here's the pitch to Lee. Struck him out. That's Ed Acosta's first. And it's time to stretch him out in San Diego with the score. The 72 Houston Astros 10. The 72 San Diego Padres 1. The date is June 26, 1972. Don Wilson back out for his 7th inning of work. And he will face Pat Corrales, Enzo Hernandez, and Laron Lee, the bottom third of the Padres order. This one is grounded to third. That's Doug Rader. He gloves it and fires to May for out number 1. Now it's Enzo, who is 0 for 2 on the day. Padres shortstop. Hits it to center, but not deep. Cedeno coming in on the run, and he's got it for out number 2. And now it's Lee with 2 outs and nobody on. Laron grounds this one to second. That's Tommy Helms. He flips it to Lee May, and the side is retired in the 7th. We go to the 8th. It's 10-1 Astros in San Diego as we model the brand new 1972 season for Pine Tar Baseball. Available at berglund.kurt@yahoo.com. That's my PayPal ID. $12.99 is what you need to get the PDF of this set. All right, top of the 8th, Bob Watson, Doug Rader, and Johnny Edwards still trying to cross over, and it's Ed Acosta. 3 hits for Watson on the day of the Bull. Grounds this one to third, that's Campbell. And the man they incessantly call Soup on ESPN throws it to, or is it the MLB Network? Does anybody really care? Is there really a difference? Throws it to Colbert for the first out in the 8th inning. Now it's Doug Rader. Doug is 0 for 3. And he's not anymore. That one is lined to left down the line past Soup Campbell into the corner. Leron Lee's got to go dig it out. He does, and Rader jogs into second with a double. And here comes Johnny Edwards looking to help Rader cross over to the home plate and score the Astros' 11th run. The pitch from Ed Acosta. There won't be any crossing over on that hit. It's going to be to center field, and Morales is going to make the catch for 2 down. Now it's Tommy Helms looking to drive in a run. Tommy's got 3 hits on the day, 2 singles and a double, 2 runs scored. The pitch to Helms is hit to center and is going to drive Morales back, but not too deep. He's got it for out number 3, and the Astros are retired in the 8th. Ed Acosta with 2 workmanlike innings. Go to the bottom of the 8th, 10-1 Houston. Wilson gets the top of the Padres order in the bottom of the 8th. Morales, Roberts, not that Roberts, and Larry Stahl. The pitch to left towards the line. Watson on the run, and Bob gets there for out number 1. Dave Roberts working on a 1-for-2 day. Pitch to him from Wilson is strike 3 called. And that's the 8th strikeout on the day for Don Wilson. The first for Dave Roberts, and now it's Larry Stahl, who is 0 for 3 with a ribby. He drove in the Padres' only run on a fielder's choice in the 6th inning. The pitch to center. This is going to drive Cedeno back. He's to the track. He's got it for out number 3. 7 in a row retired for Wilson. We'll see if he comes out for the 9th. It's 10-1 Astros. As we go to the top of the 9th, we're going to get a new Padres pitcher. It's going to be erstwhile closer Gary Ross getting an inning of work in. He is an A-plus pitcher at home. And yeah, they're going to let him bat in the 6th spot. So it'll be Wilson leading off for the Astros, and then the top of the order with Metzger and Cedeno. Don Wilson is 0 for 4, but he has scored a run in the game today. Gary Ross winds and delivers, and this is a base hit to center field for Wilson. He's done just about everything imaginable in the game today, and now he has a base hit. Metzger has been on 3 times today, and I bet that didn't happen too often in the 1972 season. He has a ribby and a run scored to his credit as well. This is to center. Morales under it and makes the catch for out number 1. Cedeno up. Big 72 season for Cesar. And it just got bigger. This is to center field, and it's going to get over Morales' head. It's going to one-hop the wall. Wilson will stop at third, and there's second and third for the Astros with 1 man out. Now it's Jimmy Wynn looking to pile on a little bit here with 10-1 in the top of the 9th. Jimmy 0 for 4. This is to left. And that's LaRon Lee going to run it down. Now Wilson is going to tag and try and score. 0-70. He's in there, and he scores. It's a sacrifice fly for Jimmy Wynn. It's 11-1 Astros. 2 gone in the top of the 9th, and now it's Lee May, who's got 2 dingers on the day and would love to add a third. And we've got a rare play. Oh, no, 46. Sorry, my bad. That's strike 3 called, and that's it. 3rd strikeout for Lee May, 1st for Ross. They score a run in the 9th on a pair of hits, then leave one. Go to the bottom of the 9th. It's 11-1, and Don Wilson's going to try and close this one out. He'll face Colbert, Soup Campbell in the most annoying and overused nickname I've ever heard in my life, and Gary Ross, who's going to be hit for. Even Don Zimmer can pull that off. 1 for 3 for Colbert. They got to get a 10 spot, a touchdown, and a field goal to force extra innings or overtime, depending upon your point of view. This is drilled to left, and it's going to get down for a base hit because Watson is not quick on the range. So Colbert's on with his 2nd hit of the day. Now it's Campbell. The Astros are going to get their closer throwing, and that's, we find him here, it's Fred Gladding. Something for Fred to do. Campbell 1 for 1. And he's 2 for 2 because that's a base hit, and Colbert stops at second. Base hit to right. 2 on now. And here comes the pinch hitter for Gary Ross. The pinch hitter for Gary Ross is going to be one of my all-time favorite players, Darryl Thomas. Darryl Thomas could play anywhere and be just fine. Wilson, 2 on, looking for a double play ball. The pitch. He doesn't get a double play. Yes, he does get a double play ball. It's grounded to second. This is Helms. He goes to Metzger for 1. The relay to May is a rally-killing, soul-crushing double play, and there's 2 outs in the 9th now for Corrales. 0 for 2 for Pat. And grounded to Helms. Tommy throws to May, and this one is in the books. An 11-1 shellacking by the Astros of the Padres in this one on June 26, 1972. The totals for the game go like this. For the victorious Houston Astros, 11 runs, on 14 hits, and they committed one error. Thought it was 2, but I guess it's just 1. For the vanquished 1972 San Diego Padres, they scored 1 run on 6 hits. And they committed 2 errors, but it seemed like 6. Winning pitcher is Don Wilson. Losing pitcher is Clay Kirby. This is 1972 Pine Tar Baseball. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm Kurt Berglund again. To get the PDF of the set, send $12.99 to berglund.kurt@yahoo.com. And we will have another preview game of the 1972 set coming up in just a day or two. So hang in there. More National League action coming. I think we'll be getting the Cubs and the Reds together. So thank you again. We'll see you soon. Stay safe. So long, everybody.